Welcome to Soccer Gaming and welcome back to the channel where you'll find helpful guides, builds, tutorials, stuff like that for Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's episode, we're actually going to be doing the extra legendary ancient shard challenge. Right now, I'm close to Mercy, so I want to be able to go through these and see which two legendary champions we pull. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. So I know I'm close to Mercy because I've been tracking it with RSL Helper, and currently I'm at 127 ancient shards through. If you look at the Mercy and everything, the Mercy goes up to 220. So after 200, you'll start getting a 5% increase per shard. So I could set you up to 20 shards for 100 chance increase. So 220 is the most shards you could possibly do for agents to get to the top Mercy and get dual legendary. Because right now what's going on is if you summon a legendary, you get a extra one as a bonus. So basically what you're doing is you're saying, okay, say you take 200 shards, basically you're saying I'm getting 2 legendaries for 200 shards, so a legendary per 100 shards, which is actually really good value. So, and the reason I'm doing this, I wouldn't normally do this because like I try to hold on to my ancient shards and all my shards in general. As you can see, I'm trying to kind of stockpile up. What I want to do is, since I know I'm close to Mercy because I've been tracking, I've gone through 127 ancient shards since my last legendary. So that means I'm already 127 in, meaning I can only go through what, 93 before I 100% get 2 legendaries. So I'm not even going to use all my ancient shards here today. And the reason I'm actually so high is I tried to pull for one of the pulls. I don't remember what it was, but I tried to pull a bunch to try to get that. I think it was double pulls. Was it? Yeah, it was the last double pull one. I tried to get double pulls and see if I could do it. I didn't get it done. I went 127 deep and ran out of ancient shards. So I've been kind of slowly getting more and more ancient shards, and we're at a point now where I can actually get a double pull completed 100%. So that being said, let's jump into it. What I'm going to do basically is just go over and go and do all the pulls and everything, and then once we get our 2 legendaries, I'll kind of talk about the legendaries that we pull. This account is my main account, but I don't have a ton of legendaries, so anything really is going to be helpful. I don't really have an astronomical amount of legendaries, and the legendaries I do have, a lot of them are fusions and stuff like that, like Arbiter, the Rat, Drexar, all of these guys you can get for free. I do have a few that are actually in my Mountain King. I pulled Archbishop. I got Delana. I got Ultimate Death Knight. I got Rhonda. Syl. I got all of these. I got basically as just getting them. So I haven't pulled a ton of legendaries. So any legendary that I pull today will be good for me. So let's jump into it. Let's just pull 10s until we get the 2 extras. I'm not gonna do one at a time or anything like that. So hopefully we see it sooner rather than later. Got a new epic. Hasn't had them. I don't think I have Maeve either. So 2 new epics there for me. That's good to see starting off. 2 epics, bunch of rares, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine. I wanted Grush, great. I have like a million Grush, I swear. It's the only epic I don't want to see. Epic, Frostbringer. All right, come on. Where's the legendary? So what now? I'm 157 in, judging by RSL Helper. So 157 in. See what we can do here. Still a lot of nothings, rares across the board. Fine, that's whatever. All right, so we're at 167 in, so it has not kicked in yet, but we are getting close. The sooner the better. Come on, legendary. Come on, I'm feeling the legendary in this one. I'm feeling it. Already got Archmage and already got Delver. Okay, 177 in, so we're getting close to hitting into Mercy. Come on. Got to be in this one. This will be 187. So we haven't even... Oh, my goodness. 187. Okay. So the next one, 197. So I will be back because I got to feed some food. Obviously not going the way we wanted it to, but that's all right. We'll jump back in here in a second. As I said, we're 187 deep. Let's go ahead and do the 3 here. Maybe we can pull it in these 3. If we don't pull it in these 3, we'll go back to 10s at a time. Mostly I'm just trying to get it an even number. There's 188. Here comes 189. Come on. Leggo. I hate how it pauses. It gets you every time. All right, one more, and then we're up at 190. Come on, Leggo. Gosh. Okay. So that's 190. So the next 10 I pull is going to be hitting the bonus here because we've already pulled 190. So we're getting ready to hit 200 summons, and then we will hopefully we get it in this. Come on, legendary. Don't make me hit Mercy. Don't make me hit Mercy. It's looking like Mercy's coming up the board here. Come on. All right. So we are in Mercy. So now every time we pull one, it'll be 5% more. So we're getting it in this pull or the next pull. There it is, the double. Herndug and Elder Skarg. Well, I'm happy about Herndug, but I already have an Elder Skarg, so now I have 2. So that's kind of a rip. Especially since Elder Skarg's not really useful right now, I don't think. But Herndug. All right, let's look at Herndug. So Herndug is a dwarf. That's definitely going to help me out in the dwarf faction stuff. Attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, decreases cooldown of status strike skill by 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy. Awesome. Attacks all enemies, has 75% chance of placing a 60% decrease debuff and a 50% chance decrease accuracy debuff for 2 turns. You could get that up to 100% and 75% on those. So that's pretty good. 100% decrease defense. He smacks. Looks like he smacks on his A1. All right, A3. Attacks one enemy, fully depletes target's turn meter. Nice. Attacks one enemy, fully depletes target's turn meter. Will also attack all enemies if the first attack is critical. This AoE attack has 75%, placing 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Will also place HP burn debuff for 2 turns after the attack on the enemy whose turn meters are below 30%. Dang. All right, that's a good one. And so it's a 6 turn. You're getting it down to 4 turns, and then your A1 gets it down to 2 turns if you kill an enemy with your A1. So you could get this down to 2 turns. That's nice. Fills the champion's turn meter by 10% every time they are hit. Occurs once per hit. Also fills this turn meter 20% whenever an ally dies. Nice. That's a passive, which is good. And then fully increase ally attack in arena battles by 30%. That's pretty good. And looking at his stuff, kind of bad actually in the right here. 6'4", not great. Attack at 500, not great. Not really that great as far as his main stats starting out, but we'll definitely he's definitely a guy that we're gonna build. It seems like more of like an arena type. Let me pull him up real quick and see. I'm pretty sure he's arena. His kit would lead me to believe he's arena. So let's pull him up. He is in the Dwarves. Okay, him and Mountain King are my 2 guys. So campaign, faction wars, arena. Yeah, arena. Dragons. Okay, I can see dragons for the turn meter control. Yeah, I mean, yeah, great champion. Great champion. I think he's definitely going to be into the squad. Either him or Rhonda. I don't know. We'll have to play around with it and see in our main arena squad. But yeah, that's it for us. That's the 2 that we pulled. I'll show you the other one just so you can see. Elder Skarg's not great, so I'm not. It's kind of like but I mean, in the long game, it's gonna play out, I guess. Elder Skarg. There are his ratings, going over his skills. His A1, you get the increased speed and increase crit rate. Attacks one enemy, places 30% increased speed. Places 30% increased crit rate on this buff on this champion if the attack is not critical. So you can kind of build them out with the critical stuff. So you could build them out with what? And like, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's not a percentage thing, so never mind. Attacks one enemy 3 times, places an extra hit for each buff or debuff on the target. Can place up to 3 extra hits. Places HP burn debuff for 2 turns, and True Fear for 1 turn. Enemies attack 3 extra hits. Steals all buffs from the target after attack, which is good. Places 60% increased defense on this champion for 3 turns. Places Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Places a True Fear debuff for 1 turn on targets under block damage debuffs or buffs. Places 30% decreased speed, and it's going to be 2 cooldown on this. So you're going to get it down to 3 turns. These debuffs cannot be resisted. Also places a provoke debuff on legendary champions for 1 turn, which can be good, especially when you're going against random thing, because I mean everyone's gonna have legendary stuff in the arena. So and then his aura is a 30% chance of crit, or 30% ally crit rate increase to him. So those are the 2 we got. I'm happy about Herndig. I think he's going to be actually beneficial to me. But yeah, we actually went through 80 some ancient shards to get through there, and we got 2 legendaries out of it, so I can't complain. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also feel free to hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss any more Raid Shadow Legends content coming out very soon. Till next time, Slacker out.